Hey everyone. So I'm back with another video. Probably about 8 months later. I think it's been about 8 months. The last time I posted was about my first DMT trip and my experience with it. And so I'll explain a little bit about myself. I just turned 31. Most of my videos have either been about my breast augmentation or my dentures. But then I kind of got into a whole different topic on YouTube about hallucinogens. So, yeah, I'm 31, and my entire life I never tried drugs or anything along the lines of that. I always smoked pot, but I never tried any drug in my life. I've never done cocaine. I've never done heroin or anything like hard. But a couple years ago, a very close friend of mine, or I would say the love of my life, basically passed away in his sleep at the age of 30. And for some reason, that was some kind of eye-opener for me to learn more about life. So I read lots of books, and I became very, very in tune with my spiritual side for some reason. So I kind of feel like maybe after his death, he taught me something about life. So with that being said, I definitely wanted to learn more about life and what there is beyond our reality, I suppose. And I'm sorry, I do have tics. I have Tourette's, and a lot of the videos that I've posted, I have tics through my videos, and people think it's annoying. So I apologize if you find it annoying. It's beyond my control, so I'm just here to kind of give my opinion on things that people might want to try for the first time, that I've tried for the first time. So I did post a video of me after I tried DMT for the first time with his dimethyltryptamine, which is also a chemical in your brain that your pineal gland produces, which kind of creates your dreams and stuff at night. So it's found in plants, it's produced in your brain, it's kind of a thing that the world kind of produces anyway, but if you smoke it, it's kind of like taking like LSD or mushrooms or something like that, but it's the most intense one that you could do. You basically have an out-of-body experience. It's very trippy. It lasts 5 to 15, 20 minutes. But instead of me starting with LSD or mushrooms, I started with DMT. Go hard or go home, right? So I did post a video on my experience with that. And then a couple days ago, I tried LSD for the first time. So I just kind of wanted to give my opinion on people who want to try it for the first time, who might be scared. Because obviously I was a bit nervous. But I have this girlfriend that I work with who's very experienced with this kind of stuff, so I get things from her. Never been like a party or anything like that. The reason I wanted to try these things were to kind of enhance my spiritual side, to get more of a better understanding of beyond reality, I suppose. So the other day, I tried LSD for the first time. I started off with a really, really small dose because I thought for some reason that I would be completely tripped out, basically like seeing things, because I did a lot of research and that's the understanding I got. So I took a small dose and nothing happened for 2 hours. Nothing. So I took another dose, and about an hour and a half after I took my second dose, I decided to go on a walk. There's a golf course by my house that has very little light, so it's very nice for me to go there because I can see the stars really good. I didn't realize that LSD was more, I believe, of a body high for me. I just got very happy. I felt very happy inside. I literally felt like I was floating, maybe like I was in a lucid dream, like a dreamlike state, and I wasn't really here. If that makes any sense. I wasn't seeing things. Things just were very pretty to me. Just looking at the stars made me cry. Like, they were so beautiful. So the thing that I thought was gonna happen didn't happen. It was more of like, I didn't feel like I was in my body. I was just kind of floating. I felt like I was in a dream, and everything was beautiful. Like, the stars were probably the prettiest I've ever seen in my life. And I was on this dark golf course, and of course there are lights in the distance, and there was kind of like this fog on the ground. I felt like I was just, it was beautiful. I felt like I was in like a different land, and in the distance I could see the lights beyond the fog and the stars, and so I kind of sat there for a while and just kind of stared at things, and I'm just like, oh my god, this is so beautiful. Like, I could see the texture of the grass, even though it was dark. Everything looked so soft and beautiful, and I don't know how to explain it. I wasn't seeing things. I wasn't seeing like crazy shapes and blurry shit. But I did take a really small dose, so it wasn't like intense. But it was very pretty to me, and I felt very relaxed and happy, and I didn't have like a care in the world. But I did take pure LSD. I didn't take no chemical compound, whatever it is. So there was no real chance of a bad trip. I did not have a bad trip. Like with DMT, it was so absolutely intense, and I literally closed my eyes and saw all these intense shapes, and I just kind of shot out of my body and was like floating around in my neighborhood, and I saw the gestures, and it was so intensely overwhelming that I had to hear myself breathe to remind myself that I was still actually in a body. So I kind of said things out loud to remind myself, like, it's okay, because it was so crazy. You kind of forget that you're a being, and you're gone. You're somewhere else. Like, so the LSD lasted like 8 to 12 hours though. It wasn't scary at all, but I did get really tired at like 4 in the morning and decided to lay down. And the LSD made my body very restless. So I kept flipping back and forth. My bones, I don't want to say my bones hurt, but my joints felt very uncomfortable. Like my wrist kept bothering me, so I kept like, I don't know. It felt very weird. It didn't hurt, but when you're on LSD, you're probably not going to go to sleep. So I learned that out the hard way. It is definitely something I would do again. It was a very beautiful experience. So if anybody is interested in trying LSD, I haven't tried mushrooms yet or anything like that, but I would say go for it. Just don't take anything crazy, like chemically created or whatever. I don't know. Don't take anything crazy because you're going to have a bad trip. So make sure you get some pure LSD. And just have fun. Don't think into it. Don't like wait for it to happen. Just let it happen. I'm kind of learning these things along the way too, but the research I get is a little intimidating. So I say instead of looking too hard into it, just kind of go with it and just let it happen, you know? So I hope I could be some help to anybody who's considering trying these things for the first time. Maybe don't try it with DMT, because it's a bit intense. You might actually freak yourself out for the rest of your life. Cause yeah, so anyway, if you have any questions, let me know. I'm here to help. Guys, have a great day.